Welcome back to Grand Junction and the campus of Colorado Mesa University. Now, this next team doesn't usually get as much credit as it probably deserves. They're at nearly every home game and run their own practice and competition schedule. But the Mavericks cheer squad continues to rank as one of the top D2 teams in the country. You see them on the sidelines cheering on other teams. What you don't see are the extra practices the team runs in order to get ready for their competitions.
It's been a lot of fun to watch the team grow and kind of progress as the years go by. It's been a lot of fun to watch new people come in and kind of how they meld into our team.
We're all really well-rounded, you know, where somebody lacks, another person picks up for. Like, we're always willing to try new things and not be afraid.
That willingness has led the Mavericks cheer team to qualify for the last several national championships.
It's crazy. You don't really understand the atmosphere of it until you walk into the Coliseum and you see the huge castle and everybody coming out of it.
Just the environment, there's nothing else that compares to that.
The team has placed in the top 4 the past 4 seasons, with their best showing coming 2 years ago when they finished second.
We went out, we hit a really good routine, and it was just awesome to hear our names be called and us getting that medal and that trophy and being able to say that we're second in the nation.
You know, the state of Colorado isn't known for its white sandy beaches, which is probably a good reason why beach volleyball hasn't caught on as quickly in the area. But that didn't stop CMU from adding the sport last season.
You got it, you got it. Boom. Out. Nice.
The number of beaches in Colorado is the same as the number of Patriot fans you're going to find outside of Boston. 0.
Yeah, Mega!
But that didn't stop Colorado Mesa from adding beach volleyball to its arsenal of teams last year.
We found out we were adding beach. Is just huge for the school, for volleyball, for recruits, everything, just to kind of prove to everyone across the country that we can compete with them and to show them kind of what we're made of.
Things didn't get off to the greatest of starts last year. They couldn't even get on the court for practice until about 2 weeks before the season.
It was a good character building for us. That was when the storm came in, it stuck a little longer. I was like, hey, you know what, we'll shovel the courts off. The girls were pretty good about it. They had good attitudes, got out there, shoveled it, and then we're playing within that week.
We did have to shovel snow. We were out here for a good couple of hours, freezing with our shovels, and we basically just got the top layer off. I mean, it was still frozen for the most part, but it did go a long way, and it helped us to get out a little bit earlier than but it was still very difficult because I know teams have been practicing since like December, and we were like, oh, it's 2 weeks before, and we're just gonna get started now. So, but it was fun. It was definitely an adventure.
From a state that isn't known for its beaches to a country that has plenty. This past summer, a small contingent of Colorado Mesa softball players went to South Africa to help spread knowledge of the game. Brandon Applehands returns with a look at the 2-week trip.
Colorado Mesa softball is picked first this year in the RMAC preseason polls. But this time, the breaking story comes off the field. 3 Mavericks traveled to Africa, where educating about the game of softball was the main focus. In the end, the trio walked away with much more. Zoe Pakes and Brooke HODGSON, accompanied by the former RMAC Offensive Player of the Year, Michaela Kovac, made up the trio of traveling Mavericks. The opportunity came knocking when the coaching staff was notified by email about the trip abroad. With Kovac pursuing higher education, we got a chance to sit down with Pakes and HODGSON as the two got a chance to reflect on their journey.
I called up Brooke as soon as I got it, and I was like, hey, there's an opportunity to go to Africa this summer.
She called me and I was like, let's do it.
As for the reigning RMAC Coach of the Year, Ben Garcia didn't hesitate at the opportunity for his players.
We're trying to develop great young women, and they, along with a lot of the other girls, that's really what their thought is. Hey, we play good softball, but we really want to be better at everything we do, not only in the classroom, the community, and everything that we do.
The trio of Mavericks played with a group of 60 collegiate athletes made up of mainly Division II and NAIA schools. For Pakes and HODGSON, working with the people of Africa was an experience of a lifetime.
A lot of people in Cape Town really had never even heard of softball before, which was crazy. But to just go there and kind of like spread the word and, you know, do the camps and everything, that was just super awesome. I've been taught everything you learn, you just give it back. I mean, it's just your responsibility to give what you've been taught because it was given to you.
I love coaching and stuff, so to be able to help those girls out and kind of teach them like situations and different things like that at a higher level, like their eyes lit up.
In the coming years, we're going to have a lot of other ones that follow their suit because they're true leaders, and you know, it just makes the other ones think, hey, that's what I want to do when I'm on that, you know, at that level.
I would definitely do it again. Like, I want to go with that program Beyond Sports to Costa Rica, to all the other places they do it. I would even want to do it with our Mesa team because they do that as well.
With the new outlook on the game of softball, PEREZ and HODGSON return this season as the Mavericks are picked first in the RMAC preseason polls. Colorado Mesa looks to string together another championship run.
Coach Ben Garcia leads the Mavericks into 2017, not showing any signs of relinquishing the #1 spot. In Denver, I'm Brandon Applehands for the RMAC Showcase.
That brings us to halftime of our show. When we come back, we continue with the spring sports theme as we check in with the nationally ranked baseball team, who's not only the league favorites again this year, but took a trip of their own. Don't go anywhere.